In the blur of preseason optimism, in the charged air of training camp, one moment can bring everything crashing down. One moment, one awkward step, one misplaced tackle, and the entire arc of a team's season can hang in the balance. That's the razor-thin margin the New York Jets found themselves teetering on this week. Because for a fleeting, terrifying moment, it looked like it was happening again. A player went down. Fields, whose name doesn't yet ring out across the league like some superstar, but whose presence and potential matter deeply to the locker room, the coaching staff, and the scheme, was injured. And with that, the air shifted. The mood tightened. The future became uncertain. Jets head coach Robert Saleh couldn't say much. Glenn, the team's spokesperson, didn't know the full extent of the issue. He couldn't. The tests weren't complete. The doctors hadn't delivered their final word. And so, as players went through reps, as coaches continued drills, the question lingered in the background like a stubborn storm cloud: how serious is it? No one knew. Not yet. And that's what made it worse. Because injuries don't always shout when they happen. Sometimes, they whisper. A twist here, a limp there. And then hours later, the report drops like a hammer. That's what Jets fans feared as they scrolled through updates, refreshing timelines, seeking any indication that Fields would be okay. And then came the words: unclear how much time Fields will miss, if any. Relief? Perhaps. But it was thin. It was laced with that uniquely painful reminder of how fragile an NFL season truly is. One wrong movement and months of preparation, millions in contracts, hopes of a franchise, the dreams of an entire fanbase, can vanish. In an instant. It's been more than 7 months since the New York Jets last took the field for a game that counted. 7 long, grueling months of speculation, rebuilding, strategizing, and believing. And now, as training camp opens, the buzz is real. The optimism is high. The excitement is contagious. But then, this. A hiccup. A scare. A warning shot from the football gods. This is the duality of the sport we love. It gives us glory, and it gives us gut punches. It offers triumphs written in blood, sweat, and bone, and yet, it reminds us constantly that it can all unravel at any moment. For the Jets, the trauma of injury is all too familiar. The echoes of last season's pain still linger. The setbacks, the what could have been scenarios, the injuries that reshaped entire game plans, the absences that left holes no scheme could fill. So when Fields went down, even for a moment, the collective heart of Jets Nation skipped a beat. Because they know. They've seen it. They've lived it. It's not just about Fields. It's about what he represents. The promise of depth. The growth of a system. The continuation of a larger plan that's finally taking form under Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas. And when someone like Fields gets hurt, even slightly, it becomes symbolic. A tremor that warns of potential aftershocks. Yet, for now, the worst seems to have been avoided. There's no timetable, but there's also no confirmation of long-term absence. And in this league, sometimes that's as close to good news as you'll get. Jets fans can breathe, cautiously, temporarily, but they'll breathe. And as they do, the deeper reality settles in. This is the NFL. This is the brutal beauty of the sport. Unpredictable, unforgiving, and undeniably compelling. Injuries are not just part of the game. They are the game. They define legacies. They reroute careers. They shape dynasties. Ask any champion, and they'll tell you, staying healthy was as important as any play they ever ran. So yes, today it's about Fields. Tomorrow, it could be someone else. The carousel spins. The risk remains. In a world moving faster than ever, fans wonder what comes next. They want certainty. But the truth is, there is none. What comes next is vigilance. Medical evaluations. Recovery protocols. Coaching adjustments. And maybe, just maybe, resilience. Because the great teams aren't just built on talent. They're built on how they respond when things go wrong. If Fields is back soon, it will be a bullet dodged. A close call. A blessing. If he's not, the team must pivot. Must adjust. Must rise. And as the Jets continue their march toward a season full of promise, they carry with them the scars of the past, the warnings of the present, and the unrelenting hope of a future yet to be written. This is football. This is life in the trenches. This is the weight of expectation and the uncertainty of every snap. For now, Fields' fate remains in limbo. But the message is loud and clear. Every second counts. Every practice matters. Every body is precious. The game waits for no one. And the season, it begins before the first whistle ever blows.